Messing with the chosen has consequences, and they are not what you imagine. Perhaps you have already felt it, that inexplicable discomfort, that internal unease when encountering someone who seems to be in tune with something greater. Have you ever tried to disrespect or ignore someone who seemed to possess a silent power, a power that can't be touched, yet somehow influences everything around them? The truth is that messing with these beings not only challenges the natural order of things, but can also bring profound consequences for you and your path. Now you may wonder, why does this happen? Why does the energy of these chosen ones seem to affect me so much? The answer lies in the power they carry, in the essential role they play in the spiritual evolution of the world. And if you've ever gone through difficulties, moments of pain or frustration, you might have felt as if you were fighting against an invisible current. This feeling is not by chance. The universe works in subtle but powerful ways, and the chosen ones, with their aura of wisdom, have the ability to transform realities. But here's the good news. You can learn to navigate this current. There's no need to fight against the tide or feel powerless. There is a path of understanding, connection, and most importantly, transformation. When you begin to understand the power of the chosen ones, you start to recognize your own power. And in doing so, you can align with this energy to create the life you've always wanted. So, if you're ready to uncover the secrets behind this power and avoid the consequences of resistance, keep reading. What you discover here could change your life forever. There are people who seem to walk through storms without even getting their feet wet. It's not luck, nor is it coincidence. It's divine protection that extends like an invisible shield, a vibrational field that repels chaos. These chosen ones walk with their aura aligned to the flow of the parallel universe, and any attempt to block them is like swimming against a cosmic current. Their spirituality is so rooted that even the environment recognizes their presence. It's as if the very eye of the oracle watches from afar, ensuring that nothing touches them without purpose. When they enter a space, they don't need to say a word. The air shifts, the atmosphere changes, people change. It's an energy that transforms, heals, and illuminates. Have you ever felt peace just by being near someone? Then you've encountered one of these beings. Their vibration acts like moving meditation, elevating the collective consciousness and bringing clarity where there was once confusion. Their luminara, this inner light, acts as a bridge between alternative realities and hidden spiritual truths. Those who try to attack or discredit these individuals usually end up hurting themselves with the very attempt. Not out of revenge, but because resisting this elevated energy is opposing the laws of spiritual quantum physics. The signs are everywhere: vivid dreams, coincidental encounters, accurate intuitions. They do not live under the rules of raw matter, but at the edges of conscious manifestation. And those who approach with purity end up receiving powerful insights that can even change their life purpose, but only if they are ready to see beyond the surface. While many get lost in details, the chosen ones see the whole with an almost disconcerting clarity. They possess an intellect that doesn't just seek answers, but better questions, those that open portals to new levels of consciousness. They aren't limited to technical knowledge, they go beyond. They access ancestral wisdom, crossing the fields of spirituality with quantum physics. It's as if they have access to a parallel universe where solutions already exist. What is an obstacle to some is an invitation to spiritual growth for them. Their words carry a rare weight. They don't convince, they transform. When they speak, they don't try to prove anything. They simply light up minds that were dimmed. A simple piece of life advice from them can reconfigure your way of seeing the world. That's why listening to these people is like meditating with your eyes open. Everything takes on a new meaning. And if you have full attention, you might even catch the hidden meanings, where the true alchemical gold of inner illumination lies. They didn't learn this from self-help manuals or generic motivational videos. They learned it by living, erring, falling, and being reborn, as if every challenge were a coded lesson from their very soul. For those seeking to develop, being around these mentors is like living an invisible, constant mentorship. Want a practical example? Instead of just reacting to life, try reflecting on what each situation is trying to teach you. This is practical wisdom in action, and perhaps it's just the beginning of your awakening. The presence of the chosen ones doesn't go unnoticed. It acts as a silent catalyst. People around them start to change, even without realizing it. Their words awaken dormant potentials. Their actions inspire self-improvement. It's an energy that transcends logic and goes straight into the field of consciousness. It's not magic, it's a combination of empathy, full attention, and a vibrant spirituality that touches on levels beyond speech. They don't just inspire individuals, they provoke waves in entire communities. A real example? Leaders like Gandhi or Chico Xavier, who with their presence and compassion transmuted entire social structures. You don't have to be on the same level, but you can start small, be a reference at home, at work, in your relationships. When you shine with authenticity, you activate the law of attraction powerfully. And that light spreads, it touches, transforms, and reveals what was hidden. This type of influence doesn't impose itself, it invites. And those who accept the invitation find themselves in front of a spiritual mirror. It's not the other person who changes you, it's you who sees yourself with new eyes. The spiritual journey of these beings inspires others to seek their own life purpose, their dreams, their deepest goals. They are bridges between worlds, between who we are and who we can become. And it is precisely by disturbing old structures that they often face the loneliness of being misunderstood. The chosen ones, despite emanating so much light, often walk alone, not out of arrogance or indifference, but because the world isn't always ready for the frequency they carry. Ever tried explaining quantum physics to someone who only believes in what they can touch? It's exactly like that. They live between dimensions. While most operate on autopilot, they move between alternative realities where every gesture has meaning and every silence a life lesson. This solitude, no matter how painful it seems, is a necessary cocoon. It is in withdrawal that they connect with the universe, receive revelations, and hear the voice of the alternate self. Many of them meditate, write, create, and from this stillness, ideas are born that can change the world. If you feel this way, isolated, misunderstood, perhaps you're not broken, maybe you're just in preparation. Like the eye of the oracle, which watches everything in silence, you may just be waiting for the right moment to act. Most don't understand this type of elevated vibration, and thus react with resistance, criticism, or even rejection. Visionaries have always faced this. Nikola Tesla, for example, was ridiculed before being revered, and it's no different with those who carry an aura of spiritual awakening. The world still operates on the logic of the visible, the immediate. But those who carry the light of transformation know that one must withdraw before shining. And in this withdrawal, intuition sharpens. Some feel what others haven't even thought of. The intuition of the chosen works like a spiritual radar. It picks up unsaid emotions, hidden intentions, and even warnings from the universe. They know when something is wrong, even when everything seems right. Have you ever avoided a situation without knowing why, only to later discover that you saved yourself from a trouble? Well, that's the eye of the oracle whispering through your awakened consciousness. These beings don't act on impulse, but they don't need excessive logic either. The wisdom that guides them comes from something beyond the rational mind. It comes from the field of mindfulness, from direct connection with spirituality. They listen to silence, read the nonverbal, perceive signs in everyday life, a song that plays at the right time, a stranger who says exactly what you needed to hear. Want to strengthen this in yourself? Practice meditation, write down your hunches, observe what repeats itself in your dreams. That's why they end up becoming excellent social healers. They know exactly what to say, or what not to say, to bring peace. They don't dominate, they embrace. They don't impose, they illuminate. They are living bridges between conflict and understanding, between chaos and balance. In a noisy world, their sensitivity is like a whisper of light that transforms relationships, heals traumas, and ignites awakening in those who have eyes to see, ears to feel, and courage to dive into their own potential. While many sink in the face of pain, the chosen ones make it the fuel for ascension. They look at what hurts, dive into the shadow, and emerge with light in their hands. They are experts in transmutation. They take what is dense, heavy, negative, and transform it into learning, life purpose, emotional healing. Have you ever seen someone emerge from a personal crisis stronger, wiser, and more serene? That's it. It's spiritual awakening in action, shaping character and consciousness. These people don't deny suffering, they decode it. They know that every challenge contains a hidden gift, an insight capable of changing destinies. Want to apply this in your daily life? When something bad happens, before complaining, ask, what does the universe want to show me with this? Write, reflect, meditate. Over time, you begin to notice patterns, signs of the law of insights that point the way for your personal and spiritual growth. They are not immune to pain, they just learn to use it as a tool, and that makes them sources of inspiration for those still trapped in the victim cycle. They don't deny problems in finances, relationships, health, but they search within themselves for the solutions. And with this ability to see light where others only see darkness, they end up revealing that even the greatest fall can be a push in the direction of your alternate self. In fact, many of these falls are the beginning of something few have the courage to face. True awakening. The chosen ones carry with them an invisible treasure, ancestral knowledge that goes beyond the pages of books. They are not mere academics or scholars, they are guardians of truths that time has tried to hide. The lessons of the past, often ignored by modern society, reverberate in their consciousness and through their energy can be accessed. It's as if they are connected to a universal archive where the secrets of the universe are stored. And somehow, they are available to everyone if they know how to seek them. This wisdom is not in words, but in lived experiences. They don't just read the world, they feel its vibration, access its deeper layers. And with every story they share, they reveal pieces of a cosmic puzzle, awakening the collective consciousness. You, for example, may begin to notice that many of the difficulties in your life have roots in unresolved cycles, and by looking deeper, you'll find the answers within yourself. The key is to be curious, to listen to the unspoken lessons. To disregard these people, to ignore the depth of their vision, is like walking through a dense forest without realizing that there are secret paths that can lead to true freedom. Those who have the humility to listen to their advice begin to realize that the patterns governing the universe are much more complex than they imagined. And those who dare to learn end up becoming more than just followers. They become true participants in the grand dance of universal manifestation. The chosen ones do not seek to be exalted or idolized. They are not superior, but essential for the evolution of the collective. Their true power manifests when they are embraced with open mind and heart, when mutual respect becomes the foundation of any interaction. There is no true transformation without this reciprocity. If you wish to reach a deeper level of spiritual harmony, begin practicing respect and genuine admiration for those who bring wisdom. This harmony is not a utopia. It is a state of genuine connection, where the exchange of energies flows fluidly and naturally. The chosen ones, with their unique vision, know that true change begins from within, but is amplified when it occurs on the outside. They do not fight against the shadows of the world, but seek to bring light where darkness insists on prevailing. You can apply this in your relationships, in everyday situations, by recognizing the beauty of balance and authentic exchange. When we ignore the call of these beings for harmony, we risk missing a unique opportunity for growth. They are not just masters, they are beacons that guide us through the turbulent waters of life. Respecting their journey and the lessons they offer is a crucial step for anyone seeking not just success, but true fulfillment. And when we manage to look at others through the eyes of the oracle, we find not only wisdom, but the power to transform the reality around us. Now that you know the secrets and consequences of messing with the chosen ones, the question is, what will you do with this wisdom? Are you ready to align with this transformative energy and awaken to your true essence? Change begins within you, and to achieve harmony, respect, and enlightenment, you must apply what you've learned here. The universe is asking for your attention. The opportunity to evolve is at your door. And don't forget, the spiritual journey is constant. It's not enough to know the paths. You must walk them with courage and determination. How are you leading your own journey? Are you ready to connect with your elevated intuition and let the power of transmutation guide your life? Comment below, share your reflections, and let us know what else you want to learn about this awakening. And if you're ready for more knowledge, more insights, and more power on your journey of self-improvement, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Don't miss any video, because the next revelation could be the key to the change you're seeking. We are just getting started.